Hello and welcome to another installment of Let's Love. This one's going to be quite different. I'm not going to be doing the whole entire aspect of this game in one video. Instead, it's going to split up into two parts, much like another game I was planning to do, which I kind of teased in my Super Amazing Wagon Adventure video, but I never got around to doing it because the game, well, the mod actually crashes whenever I try to play the actual mission. So I have to wait until Chapter 1 is released for that, because it contains the prologue and Chapter 1 for that game, or mod. And I'll be able to do that video then. So this is going to be a two-part video. The first part will be the single-player portion of this game. The second part will be the multiplayer aspect of this game. The single-player portion I'll be doing here. The multiplayer portion you could access by clicking on the video link on the top right corner of this video. So yeah, this installment is going to be about Assassin's Creed 3, the newest game in the Assassin's Creed series. I have not beaten this game yet, so I don't know what the ending is, but for the sake of spoilers, I'm not going to be playing any story missions. I'm only going to be playing side missions and just general exploration. I'll probably get myself into a few fights or two. Yeah. How about I correct that sentence into a few fights? Anyways, this is not really the third installment of the series. This is more like the third major installment of the series. It's really the third arc. What I mean by that is Assassin's Creed 1 is the first arc of the game. Well, the series. Then came Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, I believe. Yeah, I think it was Bloodlines for the PSP, and that was directly after Assassin's Creed 1, where you follow the main character Altair and you find out how he met Maria and then all that good stuff. Then came Assassin's Creed 2, and boy oh boy did that spawn so many other minor installments. Brotherhood, Revelations, just to name the two major ones, and there are also some really minor ones, namely the one for the DS. I don't even remember the name of that one. Anyways, now came this one, and already there's another game for this arc for the PlayStation Vita called Assassin's Creed Lineage. I think that's what it's called. I think it's Assassin's Creed 3 Lineage. I think I'm actually getting the titles mixed up with the live-action movie of Assassin's Creed 2, where you learn about Ezio's father. Anyways, for the sake of, like I said, for the sake of spoilers, I'm not going to be playing any story missions. I'm just going to be doing some sides and get into a few fights, just to show you some aspects of the game. So, for those of you who are really keen on wondering what this game is like without spoiling the story, this is the video for you. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this. I'm actually using my old name for it. And, oh yeah, I have to notice something here. Desmond now looks like the test tube baby of Dr. House and Nicolas Cage. He now looks like that. I just have to point that out. Alright, and what the? Okay. Alright, someone got to a side mission there. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and restart the recording because I know how bad a cab is. Alright, and we're back. And apparently we have to defend this Dr. White person. And it's alright. So combat is actually reworked from the ground up. Instead of just countering at the right moment to be able to do a counter kill, instead you counter and then you select what you want to do as the counter. So you could counter and then do a disarm or throw or kill.
Dr. White.
Yes?
My name is Connor.
And what can I help you with? Another quote for the broadsheets for you to twist against me?
I'm here to make you an offer.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the doctor the British have been slandering all over town. White Death. No?
I was given your name by my friends Warren and Prudence. Prudence is with child and requires a doctor's hand.
Prudence pregnant? Ha! They've been trying for years, it seems. Maybe getting away from Boston is exactly what I need.
Alright, for those of you that had no idea what the hell just happened, that was the end of one of the side missions I was talking about. It's for recruiting people to join your homestead, and this is actually quite laggy. It's usually not this laggy for when I'm playing the game, so I'm going to have to turn some options down. Yes, the DNA tracker and various database entries are still in this game. So if you ever want to learn more about what the hell is going on or who these people are, you can do that. Now I need to find out where the options. There they are. Let's see here. Graphics. I need to turn these down to high. Normal and high. Alright, that should help the frame rate a little bit. And yes, it did. Went from 14 to 30. Alright, so free running and parkour is, well, I guess they're both really the same thing. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm not really too keen on the whole wording about this. Brawler challenges, stealth kill. What? Where am I getting these from? Apparently I got recruited into the Brawler Club somehow, some way. Achieve 5 enemy kill streak. I wonder, how many challenges have I exactly completed? Or is this just starting to loop? Alright, poultry and other types of meat now available from the farmers. That's nice. So anyways, one major difference between this and Assassin's Creed 2 is that they actually put this into better wording than I was about to put it, but you no longer control individual parts of your ancestor. Instead, you just press one button and away you go. Instead, I don't know, I felt that Assassin's Creed 2 gave me a little bit more control over what my character was doing. Because if you hold the right mouse button down in Assassin's Creed 2, you would just go to a jog, and then you would press shift, and then you would go to a shoving state. But here you just press... Okay, here you could just hold space and you fast walk, which was, quite frankly, just that. But here you don't have an option of just jogging. You either are walking or you're free running. One or the other. Pick one. And that's what you're going to do. So let's see. The game overall, it looks pretty nice. I have to say that it does look pretty nice. One thing that I have to mention is that you see how my costume is like this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you noticed in the cutscene that it was white, which was the default costume. I actually expected that they would have the costume be in the cutscenes as well, but that's how they did it in Assassin's Creed 2, I believe. Where, actually, also in Revelations, where some cutscenes, after you beat the game and unlock the Ezio costume, spoilers, but not really a spoiler, it's really more just an unlock thing. You, in the cutscenes, so to speak, you would still see the Desmond costume being used. Whereas here, you would just see the default costume being used all the time. So, there is that. Now, another thing about the story, it will literally take you about half the game to be able to access all the tools you need and to actually be instated as an assassin. Which I'm kind of in a love-hate relationship with. I mean, like, sure, with a game like this, you really should just... It should really get going, but it also should keep the pace that it has, because they pretty much reworked this game from the ground up. The entire system is pretty much reworked. So from how you control the characters, how climbing around buildings work, to how combat is. So, I guess, hold on a second, there's a guy over there. I'm going to go ahead and chase him. Assuming that I don't lose him. Alright. No, I don't want to grab onto the roof. I just want to run up over there. Alright, just run over there. I don't care if I lost half my health, it'll just regenerate. Yes, you have regenerating health. You don't just take medicine like you did in Assassin's Creed 2 and every other game before that, and I just screwed up. Hopefully I don't lose him, because that would be quite awful. Alright, this is where shift would be really useful, because I find myself crashing into obstacles more than often enough. See if I can catch up to him. He seems to be just going in a leisurely running pace, so I should be able to catch up to him. Alright. Well, I guess with this, you wouldn't really need shift as much because, I don't know, to me it seems like the streets aren't as, I don't know, populated. So I just looted 48 pounds from him and some apples and cough syrup. 48 pounds for chasing him. I don't think it was really worth it. Well, I have about 5.9k pounds. What are pounds used for? I don't know. This is another problem that I kind of have with this installment. The shop itself isn't really used to its full potential. I mean, how do I put it? The shop itself, you don't really find yourself using the shop all that much at all. Let's see, this is the trading center. You can buy supplies here. You can sell supplies here. I'm going to sell all of my supplies here, and yeah. And now, quite frankly, the thing about this is that you can pretty much complete the whole game without purchasing any new equipment. Is how I feel about it. You don't really need to do anything. I suppose you could do that too with Assassin's Creed 2, but shops were literally everywhere, and you had enough money so you could pretty much just say, why the fuck not? Here, it seems like there's barely any shops. I've only found 3 shops here. Let's see, this is a printer shop, so I don't need to go here right now. Let's see, where are some shops? Yeah, there's only 3 shops in this entire district, which is Boston. When I think Boston, I think, I don't know, huge amounts of shops to where you can purchase various things, not 3 shops in the whole damn city. That's just one gripe that I have with it. So the shop, I feel that they just undermined it. They undermined it a bit. So shop, not all that useful anymore. And quite frankly, the only thing you'll really need to use your money on is to upgrade the boat, which in turn gives you achievements for upgrading the boat. I think you only get the achievement for upgrading the boat once, but there are some boat missions, and getting the boat upgrades is generally worthwhile because it gives the boat increased health, some more cannons to fire, and all that good stuff. I'll show you a boat mission at a later point. Just going to go to this shop here and see what they have to offer me. Probably something good. Alright. Let's buy normal weapon. Alright, so this is how the shop system works. You have 3, it shows you exactly how much, pretty much shows you the cost of everything, of course, and it shows you exactly what you're paying for and how much you're going to get out of it. So, I think for normal weapons, I don't think I really had any normal weapons. The French Cutlass was the first weapon I ever bought. It's currently, to me, it's the best weapon in the game. Everything else just seems really useless. The normal sword is abysmal. The French rapier, which I assume would be a better weapon. I mean, look at this compared to this. This looks like a pirate sword, while this looks like something really fancy and seems like something that you could do some real damage with. But the thing is that I don't know why, but it's really crap compared to the pirate sword. Yeah. Hanger sword, it seems like it would be much better than this. Like, it has a bigger blade, it has... well, it's pretty much bigger, and looks like it could do some damage than this. But it does the same damage, it does the same combo, but it has less speed to it, which also doesn't make sense. The Kato sword is abysmal. I don't know why they have it priced at 4.1k. It's quite frankly really terrible. I don't know why they have the really good looking swords so terrible but cost so much, but have the really bad looking sword be the best weapon in the game. I think this is actually one of the cheaper weapons too. So there is that. Blunt weapons. I don't have any blunt weapons on me because blunt weapons replace your normal weapon slot. And they're actually much worse than the French cutlass thing, so there's really no reason to use it. So let's see. Small weapons. I still use the Assassin Tomahawk. Why? Let me show you. This one. Less speed, much less damage, but more combo. This one. Less damage, just overall less damage, and you have to pay for this, while this you get for free. So why pay for this and get less when you could get this for free and have more? Stone Dagger, it does less damage but it has more combo and the same speed. So it kind of has a good trade-off to it, but I kind of like my Tomahawk the way it is. I mean, it's well balanced. The Iron Dagger, this is a direct upgrade to this. It has more speed, more combo, and the same amount of damage. So it makes sense to just buy this, apart from your Assassin Tomahawk. This has more speed but less combo and less damage than the Iron Dagger. So the Dirk, quite frankly, is useless. The Iron Dagger, I don't know, for some reason the Iron Dagger doesn't even look like a dagger. It sort of looks like some sort of shaving razor. That makes no sense. I don't know. I don't know why this is a Let's Love anymore. I think I should just change this to a Let's Question because just because of the shop system. Anyways, this is... I don't know what. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I think this replaces your normal weapon slot as well. So these are heavy weapons. Of course, you would think that heavy weapons would deal the most damage but be the slowest. But that's not the case. The French cutlass is in all ways better than the Hessian axe. Like, it's a freaking axe. How does it deal more damage? I mean, the axe deals less damage than the cutlass. How? I can understand it being slower and it not being able to do much combos, but I do not understand how it cannot deal as much damage. It's a fucking axe! Naval axe actually kind of makes sense because it looks smaller, so it should be fairly fast, but not that fast. And it should be able to deal a significant amount of damage. But at the sacrifice of 3 combo, I don't think it's really worth it. So, heavy weapons, just disregard them entirely. Now, I have the flintlock pistol, and you could get the duckfoot pistol. The duckfoot pistol, it does -1 rate of fire, but it can fire 3 bullets at once, which means it is really meant for getting groups of enemies. So this would actually be a good improvement over the flintlock pistol, which is only 1 target at a time, whereas the duckfoot pistol looks like it does 4 targets at a time. So at the trade-off of 4 targets for -1 rate of fire, I think it would be worth it. but I need more money for that. And money is not easy to come by. Unless you're constantly stealing. So anyways, I don't know why, but for some reason I keep feeling like I'm losing my bows all the time. I mean, not my bow, my arrows all the time. I don't know why that happens. It's like none of my arrows exist anymore. Poison darts, I think I actually used one of them, so that makes sense. I don't think I ever bought smoke bombs. Snares. Snares are useful if you want to go hunting. Hunting I've actually never done. I've never really found a use for it. But I'm sure if you really want to do some metagaming, you can go hunting. Trip mines. This, I've actually never used it. This actually sounds like something I could use. And something I would want to test out. Let's see. Bait. Bait, this is also used for hunting. Combine snares with baits, and you got yourself a really, really good trap for animals. Let's see. Charleston outfit. This is the one I currently have, and the assassin outfit is... You get that for free after completing Sequence 5. Sequence 5 is almost halfway into the game. I think I'm currently on Sequence 7. Weapon unlocked in the armory. So I now have my iron dagger, and God, that looks horrible. That actually looks pretty terrible. It looks more like something, I don't know, it looks like sort of like if someone just decorated a kitchen knife, sort of curved it a bit, and then wrapped some towels around the... Yeah, and just wrapped some towel around the back of it to make a handle. That's what it looks like to me. That does not look good. And this is the most... This is, quite frankly, the more powerful short weapon compared to Assassin Tomahawk. Alright. So... Here's something else. Yeah, I think this is just going to turn into a Let's Question now, because there's so many changes to it that actually make it not fit into Let's Love anymore. This really belongs to the Let's Question now, so disregard what I said at the very beginning. This is no longer Let's Love, this is now Let's Question. This is the guild menu. You hold T and you get access to this. You let go of T and you're back into the game. Why do you need to hold T? Why can't you just like do something like this? You cannot customize your assassins whatsoever. You can just set them into contracts, which is fairly okay, I suppose. You have access to 6 assassins, which you unlock by completing their liberation missions. And then there's the Mediterranean conquest sort of thing. Let's see. We have some completed ones, and we can set New Hampshire free. Let's see, so we could do that. And as soon as we... Okay, we assign him, and that's instant success. Assign him, and that's 94% success. So we could send him, and he'll get ranked up. But here's the problem I face. You cannot adjust what weapons they have equipped. I'm clicking on them as much as possible, but it just does not happen. You cannot change what they have equipped. You can't customize them whatsoever. Like, they rank up, and what? What happens when they rank up? I don't know what happens when they rank up. Are they better in some way? Do they have more health? Do they deal more damage? Are they smarter in combat? You do not have access to that kind of information. That's kind of what is the problem of this. Alright. So, the sort of Mediterranean defense, I'm just going to call this Mediterranean defense because that's essentially what it is. It's Mediterranean defense. It's essentially the same, where you just send your assassins out on missions, they return after a set time, and you get the result. You do not engage in the Mediterranean defense whatsoever. Now, let's see here. There is a mission over there. I'm not going to do it. Let's see here. I think I can actually go. Yeah, let's. There's some assassin targets that I could do. Alright. Alright, there are various people around the place that you could talk to receive stuff like this, which is assassin contracts. Now, these are fun and all. You could do them at your own time. There's no time limit to doing them, but I guess the sort of point to it is to just do them when you can, because they're all really spread apart, and it could take a while just to do them when you are just in the open world and you just want to do everything before you go into story. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and try to kill the guy. What? Reach it? What? I'm sorry, what was that? Ah, there's a pickpocket over there. I want to tackle him. I find it funny how I just instantly get distracted from the main objective that I was trying to do at hand from this guy. It's all thanks to this guy. Gimme. Give me your wool and 53 pounds, which I could just get from pickpocketing people. I really feel like there's no more incentive to going after those targets when they give out so little. Let's see how much I get from just stealing from one person. Oh yeah, the pickpocketing system is slightly changed. Yeah, you get 14 pounds just from stealing from one person. 14 pounds again, so I got 38 pounds. No, I got 28 pounds just from one person, so if I keep doing that, then I'm going to get quite a bit of cash from just pickpocketing. So let's see, there's my target. I want to see what I could do besides just going for the good old kill. Let me see here. What can I do? Could send out my assassin to kill him, but I'm going to stalk him for a little bit. See what I can do. Maybe I can air assassinate him. That's actually what I think I'll do. Still lagging quite a bit, and he just turned a corner. Alright, that's okay. I'll air assassinate from the building. Now, parkour is quite improved. It does not take so long to get up to the top of buildings anymore. And there we go. Nobody ever saw it coming. And of course you get some bloodstains on you. Because why not? I know they did that for other Assassin's Creed games, but for some reason, like, when you get bloodstains on yourself like this in this game, it just feels more like you just committed a murder. It really feels like you just assassinated someone, whereas in Assassin's Creed 2 and Revelations and stuff like that, it just really felt like you just got sprayed with ketchup. Whereas with this, the kind of detail they put into it, it really feels like you just stabbed someone to death. Now, I can go ahead and tear down this. And for some reason, the nails were kind of derping out. I'm now incognito. Yes, that kind of system is back in this game. Except it has a twist to it. Instead of you just tearing down posters to avoid getting, I don't know, notorious. Instead, you get levels of notoriety. You don't know what level notoriety, how close you are to getting a certain level of notoriety. Instead, it just tells you when you get that notoriety, and the guards will change their mood about you. I don't know why I engaged into a fight with him. I would have felt that it would have been a much better option to just simply give him a hug while stabbing him at the same time, much like in Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, all that good stuff. I really felt like that would have been the better option, but instead, nope, I engaged into combat. That's another problem with this game. The combat is improved a lot, but I feel like they've taken out more of the stealth killing component, which is what Assassin's Creed is famous for the combat. Instead, if you're looking at someone's face, instead of just giving them a good old hug and just stabbing them while you're giving them a hug, instead you just engage into combat with them, which is kind of stupid, in my opinion. If you're going to make a game where you play as an assassin, you want to be as stealthy as possible. You don't want to just go into a fight with every single person you meet. But then again, that's sort of what I do anyway. Got 60 pounds from him, and eggs. So let's see, what else can we do? I've pretty much completed a lot of the side quests here. It looks like there is Boston Brawlers here. Let's go ahead and do that. Seems like fun, except that's 900 meters away. That's going to take a while. So let's see. What? Hold on a second. Is this... What is this? What is this? I don't understand. What is this? Is this supposed to be here? I'm going to ignore it. It just seems like a sort of terrain bug. I don't know what it is really. Let's just keep going and find out what this Boston Brawlers business is. So let's see, story-wise, the game is slow-paced, but it explains everything about it in good detail. Now, the beggars, they're replaced with kids, with orphans. If you decide to engage in a fist fight, and for some reason I don't have my fists equipped. Let me see here. Now, R. Engage your weapons, and that should be that. Handblade should stay as 2. Sword there. Dagger there. Dagger should stay as 4, and the bow should be 1. No, the bow should not be there at all. So let's see. Alright. Seems good. So now I can equip my fists and just punch anyone I please. Now the thing is, you can't punch anyone you please. That's really disappointing. Now, I guess that they would do that just so that you don't attract attention to yourself. And that Connor's supposed to be a person who really cares about innocent people and all that, but I don't know. I just found it amusing when a beggar comes up to me and annoys the crap out of me when I'm just trying to go kill someone and I could just punch them in the face and everybody instantly backs off. That was always a good moment. They kind of removed it to the point where all you do is just smack your fists together. In fact, I don't know. For some reason, it actually looked like he was clapping. I don't know. Patty cake, patty cake. Let's see here. As soon as we do this, we'll go ahead and do a pier mission. The pier missions are actually really good. I actually really like the pier missions. Why am I calling them pier missions? They're really just boat missions. But I really like those. Those are really great additions to this game. Like, you're pretty much piloting a boat. I'll show you what it is. It's better to just explain it. It's better to show you what it is and why I love those than to just explain it and then show you what I mean by when I explained it. Let's see, I did not grab onto that, but I don't care. I'll just regenerate my health like that. Oops, sorry. Sorry. Now, it doesn't look like you can actually get knocked down in this game. It was kind of annoying to get knocked down in Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood Revelations when you were running around, but in this game it does not seem like you could get knocked down. Instead, you just automatically shove people out of the way. So I guess there is a reason for you to not have the jogging and just shove. But I still would like to have that feature kept in. Because it gave you a sense of more control, and I don't know, it just felt like you had more control over what your character did. Oh yeah, by the way, don't go into the snow. Sure, the snow effects are nice, but it really just hinders your movement by a huge amount. Let's go ahead and see what this guy has for us.
Think you're meaner than goose grease, do you? I'm
Yep.
recognise an attorney for lads like you.
Are you?
But it's not open to just anyone. Got to prove yourself first. Here's a list of names. Beat each of these brutes and you'll get your spot. Now
Okay.
see how tough you really are.
Oh, I'm really tough. Don't you worry about that. In the old brewery in Boston. Challenge is 1. Alright, so find Peter Bunyan in the frontier and challenge him to a fight. And that's it. That's all I have to do. Alright, let's go to the frontier. Yes, there is fast travel in this game. You do not have to go to... You don't have to go to a tunnel just to go fast traveling in this game, which is kind of good, but also kind of bad because you can't fast travel anywhere you want to. You can only fast travel to the exit points of the area you're in, which I don't know. Actually, I think that's a good thing because the only way you could fast travel within this place, and what the hell? What is this horse doing here? Where did this horse come from? Why did it just randomly come to me? Alright, so I have to find some guy. Boston Brawlers. Here we go. There are some other ones here. Delivery request, hunting society. Quite a bit of things to do here. And also some viewpoints I could go to. Alright. Seems fun. Alright, so the horse is typically just a way to get around faster. You don't really do much on the horse. As far as I know, the horse combat is not the best. And for some reason I got #1 notoriety. And now I got into conflict. Alright. And there's one way to just get away from combat, is to just run as fast as you can away from the area. Now, one thing about the map that I should mention is that I kind of find it an improvement, is that the map reveals itself as you walk around. As in, when you're walking around, you automatically reveal the map, and it's just not like, oh, I don't remember where this shit is, even though I've passed through this tree a million times. I still don't know what the hell this is. Like in the previous Assassin's Creed titles. Rather, you walk past it, it's on your map. No questions asked. Now, this is deep water. So my horse cannot travel across it, which is understandable. Alright, there's a guy I have to punch in the... Now, there's a guy that I have to punch his face out. Where did he go? Why is it telling me there? I want to go here. Alright, the map is a little buggy. I will admit that. The map is kind of buggy. Alright, and here he is. Just challenge him to a fight. Start mission.
Let's get...
Oh, you wanna go me?
Come on. Swing at me some more.
Boom! Boom! What? What?
Come
Oh!
on. Swing at me some more.
Yes. For these kind of enemies, you don't want to do the counter and then kill. You want to do counter and disarm, because if they have a health bar, then chances are they are tougher. And you won't be able to do the counter kill. Instead, they'll just counter your counter and then they'll just hit you. Like that. So, just do counter disarm and you'll just punch him in the face. And you're in business. And then you could just do a quick counter attack. Good for you. Defeat Peter Bunyan. Who else should I punch in the face, huh? Find a sailor in New York. I don't think I can even go to New York yet. Yeah, I don't think I can. Alright, we can go to the homestead. I don't think there's any homestead missions here. Courier mission. Ah, there's a harbor here. Let's go to the harbor master. And from here, let's check out what upgrades there are. Ah, I'll just take you to this. Alright, so this is the mission select screen for naval missions. Now, currently I only have 2 missions available because I've completed all the other missions prior to this. So, let's go ahead and do this one. St. Augustine, paving the way. Privateer mission. Find out what's happening near the lighthouse. Do you want to start this naval mission? Confirm. Now, you'll get to see why I like the naval missions so much. And then after that, we'll get into quite a big scrap with the guards. And quite frankly, it gets kind of ridiculous as to how well you can do and just how many people will come to try to kill you. Alright, so naval missions are kind of like this. You pilot this boat and you have control over an entire crew. So let's see, you have a couple options for speed. Well, you only really have 3 options. You either stop,
No sail, haul in everything.
you either completely stop, or go as slow as a snail's pace. Yeah, you pretty much go to a snail's... You're pretty much going at a snail's pace. Or you could go half speed, which will make it go faster. Or you could go full sail, which will make it go pretty fast. Now, you generally want to stay in half sail, because if you go on full sail, that's only really when you want to reach your objective really quickly. Alright, now comes the combat part of this. And fire! And we got main cannons. That dealt with him right quick. Alright, let them recharge. You can't just keep harassing them. If you want to. Sail into ships to ram them. I think this is the one where I have to do that special mission thing. You can brace, which will reduce the amount of damage you get from cannon shots. And I'm going to ram into this bastard here. I'm going to ram into those 2 over there. Come here! Get over here! Dead. I think I just took out a bunch of them at once. Alright, let's go ahead and stop so we can make a quick turn. Oops, I kind of missed. There's another one that's dead. Half sail. Let's see if we can ram right into the bastard. And there we go. Just completed that side objective. So let's see. The direction you look is dependent on which cannons you load. Well, which cannons you load is dependent on which direction you look, actually. So let's see. Killed all the raiders. And with that, I think the mission is over. Yep, mission's over. So, piloting the boat is actually really satisfying. There are some side objectives you have to do, and with the full synchronization thing, here's a problem that I had with full synchronization in the previous titles. In order to do full synchronization, you had to complete them from the very beginning. If you screwed up once in the entirety of the mission, then you had to restart the whole thing. Here, you could restart from a checkpoint, and you are basically golden. You could retry that specific checkpoint to try to get the side objective done, and you're golden. If you complete the mission with only some side objectives done, then you will have to play the whole mission again just to get that bonus for getting getting all these side objectives in one playthrough, well, in one run. So you can play it multiple times to get each of the side objectives, but in order to get full sync, you have to do all of the side objectives in one run, which is fairly hard to do. This guy is actually makes your trinket collecting worthwhile. If you talk to this guy,
Got some more? Let's have a look then. Not to hang the jib, but it's not enough. You'll need some more.
yeah, you have to collect a specific amount of trinkets and come back to him, and he'll give you a letter which will designate your next destination in terms of where to go for that mission. Alright, let's go ahead and head back to Boston and attempt to... oh, looks like we have some homestead missions here. I'll do those later. I'll do those off screen. Alright, interact with you. We're going back to Boston. Because quite frankly, I want to get into some fights already. And I'm pretty sure you want to see me go into some fights. In terms of this game, I can handle myself in a fight quite well. Let's go ahead and see if we can get ourselves to full notoriety. Because when you get into full notoriety, it just gets ridiculous. And there's that. You can loot the bodies, but I don't really want to waste my time doing that. I'm going to go ahead and restart this Bandcamp recording just... alright, we're back. Let's see here. Going to try to find some more enemies. They're literally scattered everywhere, so it's really hard to not find them. Now, the thing is that no matter who you're fighting against, I mean, like, how do I put it?
Get down, I tell ya.
I'm sorry, what?
In the garage. Let me out of
You're dead?
Get in.
You want to fight too? And you fell down and snapped your neck on hitting that building and then crashed to the floor. That's gotta hurt a lot. There's some people down here who wants to have some fun. You do? Good for you. You're dead. And you're dead. What? You wanna die too? Good for you. That is also pretty satisfying to see the kill animations for this game. Ah, you're an officer. I know how to deal with you. And does just continuously stab you. And there we go. You can have your assassins help you during a fight, but they get injured really easily. Oh, hey, how's it going? What? Oh, he just attempted to shoot me. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. What? Alright, let's see here. Combo killing is fairly easy. You just push your directional button towards the person you want to do your next kill on and just quick attack as soon as you're done with that specific kill. And I got stuck on some chickens. And there we go. Still trying to get into full notoriety. I'm sorry, what? I just killed your captain. What are you gonna do about it? Oh yeah, double killing. These are quite satisfying. Those are always satisfying. I think I've only done one triple kill so far, but double counters are still quite satisfying. Let's see here. If I go over to the harbor, that'll be where most of the action will be. And kill him. Because why not? I'm sorry, what? You're dead? And you're dead. Let's go ahead and move along. Try to get to the harbor. I'm not going the right way whatsoever. Let's see here. Let's remove some notoriety on the way there. We'll get some back. You do? I'm sorry, but I don't. They already chased with me. It's alright. We'll be able to make it to the harbor. Quite frankly, kinda want to get to the harbor. Just keep going east, and I'll be able to reach it. Ah, more. And now they're chasing me. That's good. I want them to chase me. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm sorry, what? Did you need something? I just completely evaded your roadblock. I have so many of them chasing me right now. It's ridiculous. Hold on. Hey! 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 Surprise butt sex! That was pretty crude, but who cares? Alright. Just get a couple more chasing me. Why not? I'm sorry, what? This is not the harbor. This is not the harbor I was looking for. I have to go up. Kinda have to go north-ish. Since those are Patriots, hopefully they'll get into a fight with them. Oi! Ah, fuck it. What's odd is that you have two different kinds of enemies in this game. You have the Patriots and you have the Redcoats. So you're kind of fighting... So, you're really in the neutral zone about the whole revolution thing. You're not fighting for one side or the other since both of them are really your enemy. Bribe printers to reset your notoriety. I can do that. But quite frankly, I'm not going to do so yet. Instead, I want to get to the harbor. This is not the harbor I'm talking about. It's more of a trade harbor where there's literally a bunch of shops scattered everywhere. Let's just remove some notoriety for now. Because I don't want to engage in chase sequences so quickly, quite frankly. I could remove all notoriety entirely if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I want to keep some notoriety so I could get them to chase me if I so desire. And I lost them. Alright. This is almost the place. Yeah, this is almost the place I was speaking of. Yeah, it's fairly close. It's really more of the northern side of Boston. In fact, I think I'm actually there. Yeah, I'm basically here. This is where most of the guards are. If you want to get into a huge brawl. Alright, let's do so. I'm sorry, excuse me? And they shot some barrels. I apologize, but you need to die. And you need to die. And you need to die. Alright. Double kills. That's always amazing. Those are always fun to look at. Hey. One does not simply smack me around. You're going to get instant killed. You, I can only disarm, and I just have missed a perfect double kill opportunity. You're going to die, if you don't mind. Oh yeah, he's immune to getting combo killed and counter killed.
I'm over here.
But he's not immune to getting disarmed or getting shot at by his own teammate. Alright, I'm going to constantly break your defense, if you don't mind. And then kill you. Let's see, I've only gotten 2 notoriety so far. Let's get more. So yeah, in huge brawls, you can sustain yourself fairly well. I think I've actually gotten into a brawl that lasted well over 30 minutes.
So you die.
You're going to die. You're going to get disarmed because, quite frankly, I don't like you. You're going to die. Come on. What? You're going to get disarmed. Then you're going to die. Disarm. And dead. Now they will instantly get into conflicts with me. I apologize, what? I'm sorry, what? Did you want to do something? I don't think you want to anymore. Come on. Yeah, these guys can be quite difficult to kill. Ah, double kills. Yep. Ah, yeah. The quick ones are immune to getting disarmed. You can only kill them. Come on. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. He's immune to getting counter killed. You are not, though. Can you get combo killed? No, you can't. You cannot get combo killed. You are much like the heavy soldiers. I think you are Jaegers, actually. Alright, I'm kind of in critical health condition. It's alright. We managed to kill them all. Let's keep going further up. Come on. Chase me. Chase me. Chase me. Chase me. I'm sorry, what? Alright. It's okay. You just shot your own teammate. Alright, let's cook a different weapon. Ah. They threw grenades at me. Never mind. Ah, he was going to shoot me. Right. Let's see here. So yeah, the combat of this game is really satisfying. Shoot him. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. Shoot him. Come on. Come on. You think you got something? And you're both dead. You are both dead. I apologize. And I was clipping through its season. I apologize, but that's not going to happen. And he's dead. Alright. I think that's enough for the combat aspect of this game. I think you've seen quite a bit. The combat, I really like it. Combat is really satisfying in this game, as it should be. So, there are some flaws with this game, quite a bit. Shop is not what it should be. The shop is really underrated. It's, quite frankly, the most unused portion of the game, and for good reasons. It's not really fleshed out entirely. There is sort of a caravan thing, which is introduced in this thing, but there's really no incentive to using it, as you don't get extra stuff from doing it. You just get a small profit. If you got larger profits from doing so, then there would be incentive to doing it. But as of the moment, there's no real reason to be doing the caravans in the first place. Humanitarian defense is the same as it's always been. And for some reason that guy is terrified at my presence. He should be. I am godly. So yeah. There's a guy that I can tackle. I'm going to do so. Get over here. I'm going to tackle you. Get over here. How did I miss that perfect opportunity to get a double kill? I don't know how. I apologize, what? Kill your own captain, why don't you? Not top 50% worldwide for Jaegers killed. Okay. So are the quick ones Jaegers, or what? He attempted to grab me. That's not gonna happen. Alright. Oh, kill your own soldier. And I kill him by kicking him over boxes. Yeah, the real quirky aspect of Assassin's Creed is still there, where you could just kick them to things and they'll instantly die. Achievement unlocked, Jaeger bombs. So I'm really confused now. Who are the Jaegers then? My first assumption was that the ones in the fancy hats were Jaegers. And by fancy hats, I mean the ones that look like they are French. And would say "oui oui" all the time, like this guy. And then my second assumption was the quick ones, which was this guy, because it got a notification from getting top 50% from him. And yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and pause there. Anyways, that's enough for the single player. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's see, for this video I don't know what I should refer to myself as. I don't know. Hidden Blade? Outfit. I've been in Hidden Blade for this video and the multiplayer video. And I'll see you in the next installment of Let's Love, Let's Hate, and Let's Question. Goodbye. Have a nice day. I'll see you next time.